Introduction: The power of a lingering gaze asterisk. There are moments in life when words fail, but a single glance holds everything. Have you ever met someone's eyes and felt something stir inside you? Not just a fleeting glance, but one that lingers quiet, almost hesitant, yet intense enough to stop time. That moment, often so subtle it can be missed, speaks volumes. It's not just about attraction, it's about exposure, tenderness, a raw and quiet acknowledgement that I see you on. I feel seen. This article isn't just about eye contact. It's about what we dare to reveal when we hold someone's gaze, and what it means when someone holds ours a second too long. Asterisk 1. The psychology of eye contact. More than a social cue. Asterisk, from an evolutionary standpoint, eye contact plays a crucial role in human bonding. Infants lock eyes with their caregivers to form attachment. Lovers get lost in each other's gaze to feel intimacy. And even strangers sense trust or threat based on the eyes alone. But when eye contact lingers, it changes the game. Psychologists suggest that prolonged eye contact activates the brain's empathy circuits. It opens us, makes us feel connected, but also exposed. That's why so many people look away, because they don't care, but because they care too much. Holding eye contact is like handing someone the key to your emotional world. Asterisk 2. The unspoken invitation of a lingering look. Asterisk. Have you ever locked eyes with someone and felt the air shift? A lingering gaze is an invitation to feel, to connect, to step into emotional territory that's rarely spoken aloud. In romantic settings, it can mean, I'm drawn to you. In vulnerable moments, it can whisper, I'm afraid, but I trust you. We don't say with words. We often scream with our eyes, but here's the catch: attraction and vulnerability are often woven together. When someone's eyes linger, they're not just drawn to your appearance. They're seeing something deeper, something real, and that realness can be both beautiful and terrifying. Asterisk 3. Why lingering eye contact makes us feel both seen and naked. Asterisk. For many adults, especially over the age of 25, emotional armor becomes second nature. We hide behind polite smiles, small talk, and distractions. But eye contact, prolonged and unbroken, pierces through those layers. It forces a moment of honesty, and that can be deeply unsettling. To hold eye contact is to risk being misunderstood, worse, being truly understood. For people who've been hurt, judged, or abandoned in the past, this vulnerability can feel dangerous. That's why some of the strongest connections start not with words, but with eyes that hesitate to look away. Asterisk 4. How trauma and past pain shape our eye contact. Asterisk. You can often tell a person's emotional history not by how they speak, but by how they look or avoid looking. Not you. Someone who's been emotionally neglected might fear being truly seen. Someone who's been manipulated might scan for danger in every gaze. Someone longing for love might stare too long, too deeply, trying to find safety in your eyes. Lingering eye contact doesn't always come from a place of confidence. It often comes from a desperate hope for connection. If you've noticed yourself either avoiding eye contact or clinging to it too, might not be dealing with shyness or boldness, but with unprocessed emotion. 5. Cultural and gender layers. The rules we inherit in Western cultures, particularly in the US. Eye contact is often seen as a sign of confidence, honesty, or romantic interest. But it's not that simple. Amen. Are taught to dominate with eye contact to appear strong. Women are taught to balance being open with not appearing too forward. Introverts may struggle to maintain eye contact even when they feel deeply connected. Extroverts may use it without understanding the emotional impact it has on others. Understanding these dynamics can help you decode not just what someone's eyes are doing, but why. Because sometimes the eyes are not confident, they're pleading, not to be misunderstood. 6. When eye contact becomes a mirror, the longer someone holds your gaze, the more you begin to see parts of yourself reflected back. Maybe that's why it can feel so uncomfortable. Because suddenly, you're no longer hiding behind your mask. And neither are they. This is when eye contact becomes something sacred. It's no longer about dominance or desire. It's about truth. In those moments, if you don't see the person's job, appearance, or resume you, see their soul. And sometimes, it shows you yours. 7. The risks we take when we don't look away. There's always a choice to meet someone's gaze, or to retreat into the comfort of distance. To not look away is to risk rejection, awkwardness, emotional vulnerability. But it's also the only way to build a connection rooted in truth. We live in a world where eye contact is becoming rare. People stare at screens, not faces. They scroll instead of feel. They type instead of truly see. That's why a lingering gaze matters more now than ever. Because in a society drowning in noise, silence and eye contact is an act of rebellion. Asterisk 8. Real life practice. How to harness this silent power. So, how? Do we apply this at home, in our relationships, in everyday life? Here are some ways to lean into the language of eye contact with intention. Asterisk 1. Practice soft eye contact during conversations. Let go of the need to win the gaze. Try simply being present with your eyes. It builds trust, even in silence. 2. Use eye contact to anchor emotions next time you feel overwhelmed. Try holding someone's gaze gently. It grounds both of you in the moment and invites connection. 3. In romantic settings, linger with permission. You don't need to stare, just let your eyes tell the truth. I'm here. I'm open. Feeling this. 4. Mirror exercise. Do. At home, sit with someone you trust. No talking. It's just eye contact for 60 seconds. Notice what comes up. The vulnerability. The connection. The unspoken. 5. Reflect on why you avoid eye contacts. Yourself. What am I afraid they'll see if they really look at me? That's where healing begins. 9. When their eyes say more than their words ever will, sometimes people don't know how to tell you they care. They don't know how to say, I'm sorry, or I'm scared, or I love you. But their eyes do. A lingering glance can be their way of speaking the truth. They're too afraid to say aloud. So when you see that flicker of emotion, the hesitation, the softness, don't dismiss it. They may never say it out loud, but you'll know, 'cause you felt it. And some of the most honest conversations in life will happen without a single word. Asterisk 10. Eye contact in the digital age. Reclaiming the human element. Asterisk in an era of text messages and voice notes. We're losing one of the most human ways to connect eye to eye, heart to heart. But we can choose differently. Whether you're on a video call, sitting at dinner, or walking with someone you love, choose to be present. Choose to see and to be seen. That's where relationships deepen. It's where healing happens. That's where true connection begins, not through perfect words, but through the courage to look and not look away. Conclusion. When you dare to see on, be seen, lingering eye contact is not just a signal of attraction. It's a whisper of vulnerability, a plea for connection, a moment of truth in a world full of performance. When someone holds your gaze and doesn't look away, believe them. Believe in what's unspoken, because real connection doesn't always need words. Sometimes all it takes is the courage to look and not turn away. If this message touched something in you, if you've ever felt that quiet ache of wanting to be seen, truly seen, know that you're not alone. This is the space where silent truths become spoken. Strength. Subscribe to Awaken Mindset for more stories that dive deep into the heart of human experience. Let's grow gently, honestly, together.